So first for everyone, Saints get their first win of the season. Kellen Moore gets his first win as a head coach. And Spencer Rattler ends his 10-game losing streak, getting his first win as a starting quarterback. This was a big, big win for the Saints. Very, very happy about this win. I really, really am. Welcome everybody to the BrewCrew channel, and welcome, of course, to the review of the Saints-Giants game. Saints, of course, coming out the win 26-14 over the Giants. Ooh, voice still kind of crazy because I was screaming a lot and in joy a little bit, especially during the second half. First half I didn't watch as much really, but second half was really good, and my goodness, this game was really, really great. Of course, I'm going to go through sort of almost each quarter, go through both sides of the ball, and certain players as well that kind of stood out on both sides of the ball as well. Before we get into the video though, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys are new to the channel or haven't yet on the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification about future upcoming videos here on the channel. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into our Saints review. Of course, we're going to go ahead and start off with the Saints review. We're going to mostly start off with kind of how everything went in the quarters, the halves and all that. Kind of a scary first quarter, especially also the beginning of the second quarter. They went up at one point 14-3, and it was definitely nerve-wracking. Sorry about that if you heard anything. It was definitely nerve-wracking a little bit for some fans, but we had a field goal, and then we had the big touchdown by Shaheed and Rattler to get us within one. And we had some big turnovers. Blake Groupie, I mean, it was kind of a Blake Groupie game. Kind of wish he had the field goal at the end of the game. He missed one big one, but we got the big fumble, driving that one big fumble. I think it was one of the big fumbles, one of the three. The first fumble, go down the field, get us good field position, do a couple of big plays on offense, get a field goal before halftime, go up 16-14 at halftime. And defense just did the rest really in the second half. Offense played as well as they could, and it was a really great game. This was probably on the defensive side, I would say, is one of the best games we had on the defensive side throughout the game coming up to this point of the season. But let's start off with the offensive side. Spencer Rattler, really good game, pretty good game. Was 20 for 30. Again, one touchdown. I would love to see the touchdowns go up more, but still early in the season, can definitely get to that point when we can. 225 through the air as well, of course, including a big 70-yard bomb to Rashid Shaheed, who, of course, led with receivers with 114 yards, 4 receptions, and the one touchdown. And the one touchdown definitely was a big game from him. On the ground, Keandre Miller was the leader of rushers with 10 carries, 41 yards. Not the best game, really, rushing in this game, but kind of was expecting that a little bit. This was a really good defensive line that we were going up against, so they were definitely going to be sort of trouble against the run game, but that gave us the big opportunities for our pass game as well, which was really great. Taysom Hill came in, first game back, got a good couple run plays on short distance downs, and did have a big 19-yard pass as well, which was pretty big. As well. Olave led the team in receptions, 7 receptions, 59 yards. Alvin Kamara, 4 receptions, 28 yards, and with those 4 receptions, boosted him into the top 5 of the most career receptions amongst running backs, with, I believe it's over 500, like 588, I believe right now is where he's at. But yeah, a good offensive game that really did balance out the great game that we had from the defense, especially from Rattler. Did really great, a great game that he had. Again, 20 for 32 for 25 through the air. Okay game on the ground. Would like to see it probably better, but again, like I said before, it was a really good defensive line that we were going up against, and all that. On the defensive side of things, we had a pretty tough game against Jackson Dart. He did have 2 interceptions towards the end, but that first half of the game, he was really good. Cam Scattaboo was always tough to bring down. But we really did really great on offense, or on defense, was really great. There's a couple players I definitely want. Of course, we had 3 fumble recoveries. Cam Jordan, Jonas Sanker and Jordan Howden had, of course, fumble recoveries. Jordan Howden having one going all the way to the end zone for a touchdown in the fourth quarter, which was a really big fumble recovery. But by far, like, the breakout game, in my opinion, for this on this defensive side was definitely Kool-Aid McKinstry. He had a way much better game, especially after the first half. He was on the defensive side with one of the touchdowns. He didn't cover that great, and it kind of was a rough start, but then once the rest of the game, and it was mostly not even him, it was the rest of the defense. Defense had a rough start after that second touchdown, but after that second touchdown in the second quarter, the defense changed. Defense finally just was like, okay, well, finally have a plan for this offense who didn't have Malik Neighbors, and now, of course, them using other players, we now have a plan for them. And there was a couple of drives. There was a couple of drives that it looked like the Giants could have gone down and scored some sort of points to like either get back in the game or take the lead, but then both of them ended up being fumbles, especially the one in the fourth quarter with Cam Scadaboo fumbling, of course, caused by Brian Brzee, which was great. I wish we would have had sacks. That freaking Carl Granderson sack should have been a sack. There was no way that's roughing the passer because of multiple reasons. A, he doesn't even hit anywhere above his helmet. And B, I said B twice. A, he didn't even hit his helmet it wasn't helmet to helmet collision. It was a clean tackle. And second of all, B, I don't understand how that's roughing the passer when he has the ball in his hand. But apparently, any freaking sack is apparently roughing the passer. But I mean, it is what it is. They still, of course, didn't get anything going on that drive. Didn't get any points. Great second half from the defense, allowing no score or anything like that. It was, again, our best defensive performance up to this point this season. Was our best defensive performance by far, and it was a great defensive performance. And again, I would say, but again, going back to Kool-Aid McKinstry, he stepped up as well. 3 pass deflections and also 2 interceptions, and shockingly enough, his first 2 interceptions of his NFL career. That, of course, is the Kool-Aid McKinstry we wanted to see at the beginning of the season, and hopefully we can see more of this Kool-Aid McKinstry and a little bit more of this defense going on the rest of the season. Hopefully we can, but this was a great defense. Kool-Aid McKinstry played a great game. Everyone else played a great game, even on both sides of the ball. It was a well-balanced game. Offense did their thing. Defense did their thing as well, but it was mostly just run by the defense, but offense had some big plays as well when they had the chance as well. So yeah, so this definitely gives me a little bit more okay about going into our next game, which will be at home again against the Patriots, who, looking at this now, is still favored to win against us because they're 2-2 right now. They will be playing the Bills later on tonight, as of course I'm recording this. I don't know when I'm going to have this video uploaded, but they do have the Bills tonight for Sunday Night Football. So we'll just see how that game goes, and of course we'll just see how the rest of the week goes and see how everything fares going into that game. That is a game I'm probably iffy about, but I think we do see us winning. But of course, as sort of usual with, of course, this season, I will go over that going into, of course, the preview video for the Patriots. So definitely hope you guys are subscribed to the channel so that you guys can get notified for that. So yeah, so I think that's where we'll end off this. This review video. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys thought about the game, if you guys are excited about this first win, what you guys are looking forward to the rest of the year as well after this game. But I'm excited about the win. I really won't care if this is the only win of the season. At least we have some sort of win. But it was a great win though, either way. But anyway, guys, again, let me know in the comments down below what you guys thought about the win, thought about the game and all that. And also go follow me on Instagram and on my X account as well. The links to both will be down in the description below, so definitely go do that. And so yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did enjoy this video, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for future upcoming videos here on the channel. And that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys have an amazing day. I'll see you guys in the next video.